Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're diving into some really fascinating source material. It feels less like a dry document, more like a direct, almost personal invitation. An invitation to really prioritize our mental well-being and explore just how accessible expert support has become. Our source for today is an excerpt from a podcast script by Dr. Vinay Kumar. He's a consultant psychiatrist, founder of Manasvi Hospital, and a mental health mentor. Got over 16 years of experience. So our mission here is to pull out the key insights on why mental health has to be a priority, and importantly, how expert help is being made, like incredibly accessible. Okay, let's unpack this. Right, so the first big thing that jumps out from Dr. Kumar's material is this idea that, most people wait. They wait until they hit a breaking point before looking for help. He really challenges us to flip that, to focus on prevention, resilience, healing. Right from the beginning, he stresses that help is available and it actually works. Whether it's stress, anxiety, depression, addictions, sleep issues, or even just feeling kind of stuck. And for me, that focus on prevention, not just crisis management, that feels, crucial. What's your take on why that distinction is so vital now?
Well, what's fascinating here is exactly that emphasis on early intervention and prevention. Because historically, mental health care has been so reactive, hasn't it?
Definitely.
Support often only comes in when someone's really struggling, at rock bottom.
Yeah.
So Dr. Kumar's approach here, it's a really vital step towards a more proactive model. It sort of normalizes seeking support before things spiral, which in the bigger picture, that just leads to better long-term outcomes, a better quality of life.
That makes so much sense. And building on that, what really struck me is the accessibility he talks about. He's very clear you don't have to physically go to his clinic. That feels like a huge deal for accessibility. What do you see as the broader implications of this, online accessible support?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's pretty revolutionary, actually. Think about it. It just tears down those geographical barriers, the logistical hurdles that stopped so many people before.
Right, like time off work, travel.
Exactly. Being able to get expert psychiatric help or join a wellness program from your own home or your office. It hugely expands who can get help. It makes mental health support way more inclusive, much more convenient. Basically, where you are doesn't have to be the obstacle anymore.
Yeah, that's a game changer. And the source material then really digs into how he makes this happen. The range of services is pretty impressive. Here's where it gets really interesting. He offers 1.1 online consultations. These are done via WhatsApp or Zoom. They're confidential, obviously, and available for almost everyone, adults, students, professionals, couples, even senior citizens. What's the main advantage you see in that kind of broad individual online support?
Well, the beauty there is really the tailored nature and the confidentiality. It means whether you're, say, a student feeling overwhelmed or a professional dealing with burnout or a couple working through things, the support is specific to your situation. And it's private. You're in your own space. That adaptability is just key for making support relevant across all these different life stages and challenges.
Right. And it doesn't stop at individuals. He also does customized corporate mental wellness programs. So he works directly with companies, institutions, helping improve team mental health, productivity, emotional intelligence, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's not cookie cutter. He specifically mentions tailor-made webinars, employee assistance, executive coaching too. How vital is it, do you think, to see mental wellness integrated into workplaces like this?
Oh, it's becoming absolutely critical. We know workplace stress is a massive factor in overall well-being.
Huge.
So by offering these customized corporate programs, Dr. Kumar is helping organizations see that investing in employee mental health, well, it isn't just a nice to have. It's actually strategic. It directly impacts productivity, team morale, reduces burnout.
Yeah.
It really shifts the responsibility. It's not just on the individual anymore, but it becomes a shared commitment.
Okay, and then beyond the direct consultations and the corporate stuff, there are also self-help eBooks, courses, and podcasts. What really stood out to me here was the multilingual aspect. English, Kannada, Hindi, Telugu, Marathi.
Wow.
And the topics are so varied. Overthinking, sleep, anxiety, anger, student stress, relationships, just a whole range. The sheer breadth and accessibility there seems incredibly powerful.
It really does. It speaks to this this wider trend of democratizing mental health knowledge, making it more available to everyone by putting out self-help resources in multiple languages, covering these common issues. He's empowering people, empowering them to take proactive steps for themselves, maybe even before they think about a formal consultation. And that's crucial for reaching diverse groups and, frankly, for chipping away at the stigma through education.
Definitely. And just to round it out, he also offers high-impact webinars and training for schools and colleges. Again, customized sessions, but this time for youth, for parents, offered via principals, educators, student leaders. So it truly covers the whole spectrum of individual, corporate, educational. It's quite holistic.
Yeah, and analyzing his approach as described, what really stands out is that blend. It's clinical psychiatry, yes, but combined with very practical strategies. And importantly, delivered with what he calls a zero-judgment philosophy.
Right.
His goal isn't just about treating symptoms. It's about empowering you, the listener, to build emotional strength, clarity, peace. It's a much more holistic view, moving beyond just fixing problems to actually fostering well-being. And crucially, he mentions everything is legally compliant with MHCA 2017. That's India's Mental Health Care Act, which ensures rights, privacy, dignity are respected. Now, this raises an important question about trust, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially with online services, that ethical compliance, that trust factor is paramount.
Absolutely. Non-negotiable when you're talking about something so personal. So what does this all mean for you, the listener, if you're thinking, okay, I'm interested? Well, the source material makes it super clear. You can visit the official links. We'll have those in the description for this deep dive, of course. Through those, you can access consultations, the eBooks, free videos he offers. You can also read his guides, subscribe to his YouTube channel. Seems like he puts out regular content there. And like we mentioned, there's an open invitation for institutions, communities, workplaces to invite him for sessions. Plus, you can connect on social media. Instagram is at Mindverse or Binay. YouTube is at dri.minay, Kumar Mindverse Official. And he also has a WhatsApp channel and Telegram, which is t.e1mindversedag. Lots of ways to connect. So to kind of wrap up this deep dive, let's just circle back to that really powerful closing message from Dr. Kumar's material. Mental health is not a luxury. It's your right. It's your foundation for a good life.
That really says it all, doesn't it? Frames it perfectly. So whether you're feeling stressed at work, or you're a parent who's worried, or a student feeling lost, the message is, reach out. Please don't wait. Let's take that first step together. And just remember, you're not alone in this.
Definitely not alone. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. What does it really mean for us, for our society, when mental health support does become this accessible, this integrated, this proactive across individuals, companies, schools, all these parts of life? And perhaps more subtly, even with all these fantastic advancements, what barriers might we maybe unknowingly still be upholding when it comes to mental health? Something to think about.